In recent times, we have seen several countries emerge as leaders in the world of AI and robotics. Countries like the United States of America and the United Kingdom, for example, have been able to create their own AI ecosystem as they seek to emerge as the world leader in these fields by the end of the decade. However, it looks like they may have to catch up with China. What do we mean? Well, when you are done taking a look at this video demonstration we're about to show you, you may also conclude that China is definitely in the lead in the world of AI and robotics, especially when it comes to fully autonomous human-style humanoid robotics.
Totally awesome or totally frightening. Look at this, with an automatic rifle mounted on its back.
一些基础的程序，那么我们做的呢，更多的侧重于怎么让它能够对表情、对情绪。
In fact, they are so far ahead, it is truly shocking how much they've been able to achieve at this point in time. It's truly astonishing. Astrobot S1? Well, don't take our word for it. Why don't we take a look at the Astrobot S1, the next-gen AI robot that's naturally yours? An interesting concept when you think about it. Before we break it down, we think it might be best that you take a look at what we're going to be talking about. Amazing, right? This robot can do anything ranging from sorting items out to flipping pancakes. Not only that, it is also capable of writing in different languages while also mimicking human movements. Truly spellbinding. Well, this demo is truly impressive, up to the point where some may doubt that this is the real deal. Well, not only is it the real deal, one can see how fast, smooth, and coordinated this Astrobot S1 is. As outstanding as that is, some could say that it gets even more impressive when you hear that it is a fully autonomous robot. What this means is that there was no teleoperation involved in anything that you just saw in that demo. Just so that we're clear, making no use of teleoperation means that there were no humans involved in anything that you just saw in the demo.
Vision that the robot sees is fed back to the operator in some vision goggles when the human wants to do more delicate tasks.
Well, apart from the fact that humans built it, looks like we may actually be on the verge of building robots like C3P0. That said, we can accept that we're not quite there yet. Despite this, we must commend some of the innovation that went into putting this next-gen AI robot. One of the other things that makes this robot something of a pioneer is its large language model. This is how the user interacts with the robot. Upon being asked what it sees in front of it, the robot is able to give you the full details of what is before it with ease. It is able to identify all these items thanks to the onboard vision system that is built into it. Now, we do not know what type or brand of onboard vision system that the robot is using, but we can take some solace in the fact that there may be tons of these onboard systems that one can use to have similar results. Not only that, it looks like these systems are due for some upgrades, so we may even have better ones as time goes by. The same thing basically goes for the large language model that was built into this robot. While we do not know which one it is, we know this as well as a vision model has been built into the robot. Apparently, the vision system in the robot is one that resembles the ones that were seen in the similar YOLO system, a vision system that can recognize a whole bunch of things. Interestingly enough, this robot is able to use its cognitive abilities to perform tasks that would have been too difficult for a human to do. Like, how can it properly organize a stack of paper without any human interactions? Sure, this must be a mundane task for humans, so we may not truly appreciate what we may be seeing on our screen here. Many will be impressed with how it shows a level of development, reasoning, and understanding when all the AI systems in the robot are combined together. Apparently, the robot is able to pull this off thanks to the process of imitation learning. Although it would probably be impossible to tell how many samples were needed to execute this level of proficiency, it was probably a lot because when one sees how fast and smooth this robot is when it is performing its tasks, a keen eye may notice how the robot just doesn't do things haphazardly. No, it actually gets the job done with a certain level of competency that you may find in sentient beings. What may truly be impressive about this robot is that this is probably the best performing robot you will see in the market today just based on the little demo that we saw. One of the things that add to the capabilities of the Astrobot S1 is its two-pronged hands, if you will. This simple innovation tells us that sometimes less is more. Now, you can't blame people for thinking that humanoid robots may need 5 fingers just like humans. That school of thought believed that this may be the only way to get these robots to perform tasks. However, the Astrobot S1 is the embodiment of the fact that simplicity trumps all. These two prongs on each hand may be the best approach, especially at this level of robotics. Now, there is the fact that some are not sold on this robot because it is performing these tasks in a controlled environment. Sure, there is an argument there, but when you look at how this robot performs its task, one may be inclined to believe that it may have the ability to adapt to any given situation. One thing that we may like to know about this robot is if it has a moving base or maybe even legs that it may be able to use to maneuver its way around the environment. Although it may be similar to the reflex robot, it isn't teleoperated. That said, it does have the same build, so it is possible that it has the same ability to move around. Just not with someone controlling it. This will help it become more conversant with the environment, as it has been noticed that robots do tend to struggle with this when the environment is reset. Looking at the robot once more, one can say that the next thing that we should expect it to do is use its LLM system to gain the ability to verbally speak commands. Maybe humans may even be able to interact with it on a verbal basis at some point in time. Right now, it seems as though it only seems to have a chat interface to interact with, so there needs to be some work done in that aspect, as it would definitely improve the experience of using this robot. That said, even without these abilities, this is surely one of the best robots that we may have seen in recent times. Sure, there are those that may choose to remain skeptical that this is a fully autonomous robot that makes no use of teleoperation, but they too will be worn over soon. While this may be one of the best robots that emerged from the leading lab in terms of demos, we must say that there is still competition out there. Take a look at the Boston robot and how impressive its movements are. Will it surpass the Astrobot in terms of dexterity? We do not know. However, with the degree of dexterity and freedom that one sees in the Astrobot S1, as well as its ability to perform many other tasks, we're certain that China is definitely in the lead when it comes to the world of AI and robotics. Apparently, they have also gone further in the world of AI, as they have just released an AI system that defeated ChatGPT-4, thereby showing that it is the most developed system out there. Again, there are the doubters that claim that they'd believe it when they see it, so the only thing we can say about that is that they're set to have their heads turned when they eventually come across this state-of-the-art AI system. China is clearly ahead, as they have invested a lot more than their competitors, especially when it comes to planning and infrastructure. While we cannot truly confirm if this is the real deal or not, we feel certain that we are on the verge of seeing this robot come to life sometime soon. In fact, we may be on the verge of having robots integrate into society a lot sooner than we think.